You say you want a loyal community, but I actually call cap on that because I think that you just want a bunch of employees. And as a matter of fact, you want unpaid employees. You want someone that is going to show up every time you go live. You want someone that is going to show up every time you post a video and every time you post a short. You want someone that is going to comment every time you post a community post. Community. I've been doing a series of polls on my community board, and they've ranged from different topics: community, views, different growth pains, YouTube tips, all kinds of different things. But of all of the posts and polls that I have put on my channel, the one thing that you guys have talked about the most and responded to the most has been about community. I did a poll where I asked one question. YouTube gives you a gift tomorrow. 100,000 views, full monetization, 1,000 subscribers, or a loyal community. And that has been my most successful poll to date. It had 151 responses, and 57% of you said community. So my question to you is, why community? And what do you want for your community to do for you? What reason are you giving for your community to stay loyal? I mean, are you uploading consistently? When you go live, are you helping to fulfill a need, fulfill a gap, fulfill a purpose? What are you giving? Because just like we expect to receive a paycheck from our employers, well, as subscribers and community members, I don't know about you, but I know me, I want something out of it. If I'm going to keep showing up for every live, for every short, for every piece of long form content that you upload, I need a whiffum. What's in it for me? What is going to make me want to stay a part of your community? So you have to ask yourself that. If you want a loyal community, what kind of loyal content, what kind of loyal value are you giving to that community?
Viewers are not employees who must report for every shift. A creator's responsibility is to consistently provide something valuable enough that people choose to return.
There are 4 doors for you to build a community here on YouTube. Those 4 doors are the shorts door. It gets tons of impressions and probably will gain you a ton of subscribers really quickly. There is the community posts board. That one here lately is a great way to get impressions. It's a great way to get views. It's a great way to increase your engagement. And if you are putting out information on your community board that people are going to be drawn to and are going to want to engage with, it's also the newest, greatest way for you to gain subscribers. So building more community members. Live streams. That's probably one of the easiest ways to build your community and gain subscribers, because you get that engagement instantly, not only with the content creator that's on the screen, but with the other people that are in the chat. You can talk to the people in the chat. You can comment on other people's comments in the chat. And it's a great way for people to be able to build just that community engagement. But when you meet someone in another content creator's chat, are they really a part of your community? Because that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to like your content. And I think that that's one of the biggest struggles that we face when we go live. And I'm not a person that goes live a lot. Because I think that when I go live, I like to have a topic. I have to kind of be doing something or have a purpose. So for me, the door that I focus on is long form content. It's a slow, hard grind. And I think that that's the reason why a lot of people go towards shorts and they go towards lives and they go towards doing the community posts. And I totally do not knock the hustle, because when I was trying to get to the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers, I used every one of those hacks in order for me to get to that goal. But once I got to that goal, I just kind of had to sit back and reevaluate what my purpose was and why I started a YouTube channel. And I think this is where you really have to have that come to Jesus moment and reevaluate the reason why you're on YouTube in the first place. Because when I ask that question, so many people say things like, oh, I want to leave a legacy for my kids, or I'm on YouTube to make friends, or I just like to create content. But then on the other hand, your pain point is low views. So why is that? Because if you're putting out content and all you really want is a loyal community, well, if those same 15 people keep showing up for your live streams, for your shorts, and for your long form content, do you not have a loyal community? For me, my answer to that question was, I want the 100,000 views. Tiff, why do you want the 100,000 views? I want the 100,000 views because I am on YouTube to make money. I'm not on YouTube to just leave videos for my grandkids. I see my grandkids, I see my kids, I talk to them every day. So I don't need YouTube in order for me to leave a legacy for them. I need money in order for me to leave a legacy for them. And that's the reason why I'm on YouTube. And my channel is about me learning to make money and me hopefully teaching my community and my subscribers how to make money. So my choice was the 100,000 views, because in my mind, if I'm getting 100,000 views, I'm getting impressions. And impressions means that I am getting people, and people lead to subscribers, and subscribers lead to a community. See, I'm not just on YouTube chasing a 100,000 subscriber plaque. I am on YouTube to make money. And that opportunity started for me the minute I hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. Something to remember about a community. A community is made up of people, and people have lives outside of YouTube. People have jobs. Community members are normal people, and community can't always show up. They can't always be there for every live, for every short, for every upload. That's just the way it is. Sometimes your community members are going to get sick. Sometimes your community members aren't going to agree with the topic. At the end of the day, your community is not your staff. They do not clock in when you upload. They are not required to attend every live, watch every video, answer every poll, or explain why they missed a post. They are not on probation when they take a break. And they do not owe us overtime because one of our videos is underperforming. A loyal community is made up of people who choose to return because they find value in what you create and a connection in the spaces that we are building. And as content creators, our job is not to manage their attendance. Our jobs are to create something worth showing up for, whether it be a short, a live stream, a community post, or a long form video. And that means giving people a reason to come back, allowing them to participate in a way that works for them, and understanding that loyalty will not always look like perfect attendance. Some people will watch our long form videos. Some people are going to watch our shorts. Some people will show up in the live chat. And some people are only going to vote on community posts. And some will move between all four, depending on the day, the topic, and what life looks like for them at that moment. And that does not make them bad community members. It makes them people. So before we ask, why isn't my community supporting me? Maybe the better questions are, what kind of community am I building? And what am I asking people to gather around? And have I created a space that feels like a community or a workplace where everyone is afraid they are going to get written up for missing a shift? Our viewers are not our employees. They are people who are choosing to spend part of their time with us. And when somebody gives you their time, their trust, their attention, and an honest comment, that should never be treated like something that you were automatically owed. We need to know better and we need to do better. My name is Tiff. This is my take. Be blessed, have a blessed day, and most importantly, do what you can to bless someone else's day.